Jared Barry has a nervous wait ahead of tomorrow's AFL tribunal hearing after Brisbane decided to launch a case in an attempt to exonerate the midfielder for an eye gouge on Melbourne's Clayton Oliver. The incident from last Friday night saw the Lions midfielder slapped with a one-match ban, having just played arguably his best game for the club. His final 2 quarters, at the very least, were without doubt his best for the club, having shut Oliver out of the game and gathered 22 disposals for the half himself. Watch in the video above, Jared Barry and Clayton Oliver tangle analysis, local footy in the biggest moments. 7 and 7 Plus are the home of footy shows for every fan. Stream them all for free on 7 Plus. It's not yet known what argument the Lions will take to Tuesday's tribunal hearing, but Barry has support from an unlikely rival. Collingwood skipper Scott Pendlebury backed the 24-year-old, saying there wasn't much else Barry could do. "I feel for him, because when someone's got their elbow in your head pushing you into the ground, I know if I was in his shoes, you're trying to grab or do whatever you can," Pendlebury told Triple M. "It's almost like, when you were a little kid and you're trying to pull him over and get him in a headlock. I just thought he was trying to grab his jumper, hair, whatever you can. I've heard people say he knew exactly what he was doing there. Let me put my forearm in your cheekbone, drive it into the ground and then see how calculated you are. You're like that little kid when you get pinned by your older brother. You just get that rage fit, and you just want to do whatever you can to get him off you." Pendlebury said adjudication of incidents like these get murky if the gray area of provocation comes into consideration. "It's hard, because where do you draw the line, if that can come into it?" he said. "I thought he was just doing whatever he can, trying to reach for the neck of the jumper, and unfortunately he got him in the eye. But I don't know if he actually eye-gouged him. He was trying to do whatever he could, it looked like, to get Oliver off him." Lions skipper Dane Zorko lauded Barry's incredible second half, which was a major factor in the Lions' second half rout of the Demons after being 22 points down at halftime, and as much as 28 points down, late in the second quarter. "I haven't seen a Lions player play a better half, probably," Captain Dane Zorko told Sen. "He's had an indifferent year. We've been trying to find where Jared's best position was, and Friday night he really stood up in the midfield and delivered in one of, in our time, our club's biggest games." Oliver had pinned the Lion to the ground when Barry appeared to make hand contact with the Demon's face. Match review officer Michael Christian offered a 1-game ban, assessing the incident as intentional conduct, high contact and low impact. The Lions will fight that at Tuesday's tribunal, with a downgrade to unintentional conduct enough to reduce the suspension to a fine. "I'd like to think it'll get overturned and you'd love to see him take his spot," Zorko said. "I'm sure our lawyers in the football department will be hard at work. It didn't look like there was anything in it for mine, but everyone sees it differently." Geelong present another stern test for the Lions, who have surprised critics with defiant displays to eliminate Richmond and the defending champions, having started September with a 1-5 finals record through the last 3 years. They're in an incredible vein of form, all of their players are at the top of their games and they'll be refreshed and ready to go, Zorko said of the Cats. "But we match up well. And if we can bring what we brought on Friday, we'll be in the game. If you hang in long enough you just don't know what's going to happen." Key forward Joe Daniher will be available after his late withdrawal last Friday to witness the birth of his first child. Zorko revealed Daniher had called him for advice before informing coach Chris Fagan of his need to return to Brisbane. "I said, mate, at the end of the day, it's a game of football. This is the birth of your first child. Get home, we've got this," Zorko said. Brisbane's forward line held up admirably without Daniher, with Charlie Cameron, 3 goals, enjoying room higher up the ground, and Eric Hipwood, 4, and Daniel McStay, 2 goals, 3 tackles, lifting. "Everyone contributed at different times throughout the night just when they needed to," Zorko said. "It was a real moments game and all the boys played theirs perfectly. With op." And finally, thank you all for watching the video. Please like and comment your opinion so we can discuss together. Don't forget to subscribe, press the bell to follow and update many other interesting news. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.